Well, come on in, everyone. We're just about to get started with something new. This is Child of Light. This is a game by Ubisoft and Ubisoft Montreal within the amazing UBR engine. And while Ubisoft gets a lot of flack on the internet, and I'll admit most of it is deserved, I have to say, most everything produced within the UBR engine, as far as I know, is actually amazing. I only know 4 games: Rayman Origins and Legends, Valiant Hearts, The Great War, and Child of Light. All 4 of these games are are all marvelous visual spectacles, all amazing to look at, but I think Child of Light wins in that category. And they're all great games, so I'm very excited to head into this one. And I hope you all look forward to enjoying this journey with me as we make our way through Lumeria.
Child, tuck yourself in bed and let me tell a story of Lemuria, a long-lost kingdom, and a girl born for glory. In Austria was a crown land ruled by a duke. Aurora was his daughter, child of a duchess mysterious, beloved by her father. He raised the girl alone. They were rarely apart, till the duke felt lonely and misplaced his heart. It was the Great Friday before Easter 1895. Players performed for the Duke, his new bride at his side. That night, Aurora went to sleep. The fire burned down low. She caught a chill that spread. Her skin was cold as snow. At dawn they found her, vacant, Aurora's light gone out. Her father wept and pleaded, but there could be no doubt. For all intents and purposes, Aurora was dead. And yet, once upon a time, she awoke in a strange land instead.
Wow, right off the bat, the game does not pull any punches. But here is a very strange land, where we seem to have woken up. What am I seeing? I must be dreaming. Ubisoft presents a Ubisoft Montreal production. Child of Light. One, the girl and the firefly. Father, wake me from this slumber. Right to the old monastery. Woods darker than night, shadows lost of light. I cannot tell you how excited I am to finally be getting into this game. This game is absolutely magnificent. I've only played through chapter 4, and I can already tell that it's just amazing. Steady. Only little kids easily scare. But it seems that we have no way to get up there. And on that note, on that note, you can probably tell one thing about this game pretty quickly is the heavy theme on rhyming, or rhyme. And at first I thought it would get old pretty quickly, but I honestly think it just gets more charming as we progress. Okay, so left to the altar of Matildus. I'm assuming that, basic video game 2D lore says we go right. This dream is form of frigid air. Dark spirits fly, I know not where. Excuse you, spider. No, wake up, wake up. Nightmare, let me wake. Papa, where are you? My heart shall break. Will someone please explain how water falls with no rain? Who spoke? I did. Shake the dew from your eyes. Before Molly Rose, that's common sense. A firefly that speaks advice? My supper must have been too dense. Food sounds good, but I am lost. Have you ever heard of an aurora? Why, sir, she is me. Both sir and she, a split aura. Perhaps you are some kind of flora? Cease your foolishness at once. I am Aurora, I am she. Oh, why didn't you say so? Follow me. A lady waits, hair long as a forest stream, with skin like moths and gleaming eyes. A seer, she'll know the way out of the stream. And here we're met with our firefly companion. This is our Navi, more or less. Except instead of a fairy, it's a firefly. And in the PC version, this firefly is controlled by the mouse, making it very easy to point out stuff like this. Okay? That's kind of intimidating. And in an exploration game, especially this close to the start, there are no pits, so there's definitely something down here for us. Looks like we can't go down there, but we can use our firefly to reveal hidden paths. And then there's also something in this direction. See? We can also use the firefly to open certain chests from a distance. The chest that we saw earlier had a lever, meaning Aurora has to open it. But if there's no lever or no mechanism controlling it, then our firefly can open it for us. And we can retrieve items from a safe distance. What is tied to these branches? Curious charms, little hands fastened tight? Don't you know? These are wishes. Wishes of light left in darkest night. All the orange one to find more bright. Wishes taste delicious. Have a bite. Wait until I tell father about this night. So like Lums in the Rayman series, collecting an orange one will turn the next one in the line orange. If you collect all the orange ones, then you'll receive MP and HP orbs, which will help you recover between battles. All wishes, though, fill this bar, which is expended by glowing. The path's right over this tree, but I cannot fly with thee, or there with thee. Trapped, the door is barred. A scepter around a translucent sphere. Glass is clear, the answer. Clear as glass. The answer, oops. Sir Firefly, ignite your rear. Whoa, I barely know you. Do it, and I'll show you. The three scepters a shadow cast. Oh! We have to match the symbols fast. Okay, Aurora, I know you love to rhyme and it's very important to you, but that doesn't mean you have to rush us. We can take our time. But yeah, glowing does many things within this game. One of the more basic ones is puzzle solving. Just casting shadows, or casting light to create shadows, I suppose. So Firefly, our path is clear, but who would put a door here? Good question. Who was she, I wonder? Remove the sword under. Who spoke? Some sort of ghost? The Lady of the Forest, I'm sure of this. Aurora, take the sword of Matildis. I appreciate your cooperation, mysterious voice. It means that we can continue our rhyme thing. It feels real. Look at it gleam. Run. That thing looks mean. Fortunately, I wield a sword in this dream. Here we finally engage in battle. Battle is very complex in this game. First, there's the timeline. Characters progress along the timeline. Once they've reached cast, they can select an action. Actions take various amount of time to cast. So even though you might move along this at a consistent rate, the rate at which you move the cast bar depends on what you cast. A defend would cast instantly. However, a slash would cast over a medium amount of time. So if we slash him, then we will hit him while he is in the middle of his cast, which will interrupt him. Interrupting an enemy will set them back on the timeline, giving you more opportunities to strike at them. So you can act again, and you can slash again. And gain an easy 40 experience this early in the game. A potent magic potion, how nice. Oh father, how much farther? Aurora, what is a father? That is simple, I am his daughter. And I'm not sure we can reach all these from here. Kind of. But I'm more interested in those HP orbs. There we go. And also, outside of battle, we can use our Firefly to blind enemies, stunning them so we do not engage in battle with them. However, we can also stun them so that we can engage in a surprise attack against them. Engaging in a surprise attack will fill our weight meter entirely and have theirs be empty, therefore giving us the chance to act. And as this says here, we can also shine on enemies during battle to slow them. So I can cast that, and I can slow him so that I'll be able to cast before he does. And if I don't slow him anymore, then he'll be casting by the time I cast, or by the time I act, and he'll be interrupted. That is, if he didn't die. Here we get our first level up. Aurora gets just a handful of points in just about everything. And we see the skill tree. And here, there are multiple branches, or multiple paths more so, because they don't branch out from themselves, but they each have pretty specific focuses. This starts with Light Ray, and there we see we get Counterattack, Light Ray 2, Counterattack 2. So this seems to be a somewhat defensive magic tree. This, we get MP upgrade, magic upgrade, get elevate damage and starlight, and offensive magic spell. So it seems like this is somewhat defensive, but also offensive magic tree. And up here we get defend level 2 and slash all, so we can hit all targets because we already know slash. So it's a more offensive tree. I think throughout this game I'm going to be speccing Aurora to be more offensive. So, but first I want to start by getting at least a spell. Light Ray has a 10% chance of killing a target instantly, but it has a very long cast time and costs 2 more MP than Starlight. I think I'm going to invest in this because right now I don't have very many magic points, so I'd rather go for the cheaper attack. I have 7, so maybe one more level up, I'll have 8, and then I'll be able to comfortably use that twice. Oh, and there's that in the background. Definitely ominous, whatever that is. Surprise strike, attack from behind. And we already know that we can kill one of these enemies with 2 hits of a slash. So let's try Starlight. As you can see, the cast time is definitely much longer than Slash is. And that does all of his health instantly in damage. Although that did cost us 4 MP, so it might not be in our best interest to always do that, because it's unlikely we will always be able to do that. However, collecting a full wish trail will give us some MP back as well as some HP. So here we finally get to see two at once. And we can cast Starlight since we have enough MP so that one of these is instantly out of the battle. And we can freeze the other one, or slow him. Because you can't freeze them. Truthfully freeze them. Just a bit of a slow down. Then if we let him cast at the same time we hit, then he'll die. And it seems that our offense went up high enough that our basic attacks also kill in one hit. As all of our points go even further. And we get one more skill point, which I think I'll use to unlock Light Ray just so we have both spells available to us. So we can move the Firefly through the world, but if we click in dark areas, we'll also be able to see more. I'll go over potions and tonics in a bit, or a bit later. Because right now, I'm going to take care of this guy, but I don't think I'm going to show the battle. As this is a turn-based RPG, I'll not be showing all of the, or I'll be trying to remove as many inconsequentials and unimportant battles as I can. Can't really see where we're going, so it is quite useful to use our Firefly here. And we already have full resources, so I guess we can show off that you can collect these as Aurora. And sometimes that makes it easier to make sure that you get all the orange ones so that you're able to heal as much as possible. Get ourselves another level up pretty easily, although we did fight 3 enemies at once, so I suppose that's fair. Like I said, I'm planning to spec northwards, or upwards, to get the offensive tree, because Defend 2 is also very appealing to me. But first, we get another point into magic. Get some of this out of battle. And just progress onwards. Still to the old monastery, I'm assuming. Chapter 2 of the Queen of Light. Help me, Aurora. And as much as I hate to end on a cliffhanger, I think I'm going to end this one here. Don't they know? Rocks planted on the ground will not grow. That's debatable. But first time I read that, I actually did not understand what he was referencing. First I thought he was talking about the crow and his pile of rocks here. But if you look in the background, you'll see what he's truly talking about. Just a bit of a more insight into how this game really is. Nice contrast of the beautiful and the morbid and the dark. So I guess that's going to be it for this episode, and next time we'll be seeing what we can do to help this Queen of Light. But until then, keep on keeping on.